You see, there's a way to work out a misunderstanding, and that's all part of being human, right? And there's bridge building and getting better, and we're growing up together, right? Kind of taking each other home, maybe. The narcissist isn't capable of making those breakthroughs. Of course, if they're a malignant case, they will never take responsibility. And that reflects in their communication style. You will find that you're the only one initiating any kind of communications that, coming from a human place, is necessary in order to make improvements. It's an ongoing awareness. You see, they have a shroud which can't be aware, which is the mind. So it's at all costs that they uphold that thing there, and they do that to a dangerous point. Your life is at stake. And it is a competition. That's their immaturity. They think other people live just the same way. Everybody else is doing the mind game. Yeah, no, everybody else is. No, that's what's going on. They will mock love. They'll say, no, there isn't such a thing as living by love. They are toting guns around. They don't even know why that they have been legal. You know, there is a way to live, and that is to take your life into your own hands. You don't let other people manipulate you. You know, you decided to come here, and then you're going to decide to go out. Right? No? Oh, you're not going to be responsible that way? You think you're going to blame other people? Setting boundaries that aren't real? That's really hard, isn't it? Now let's just back off a little bit. Let's back off a little bit. Because there is something real. See, this is what I want to say. Reality. Narcissists are not reality-oriented. They don't work from the same place that a healthy person does, which is reality. And the truth is what we're going to start building our integrity over. So you can't, you'll get to the point, so you'll see it's like, okay, it's time to move forward. You're going to grow up a little bit more, right? They have that all turned around on you, by the way, or they wouldn't be in your life. They're looking for a replacement. Now, what the psychologist is saying, and this is something that I've been looking at all my life. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to be your mother. And I'm certainly not the woman that you are thinking that is over there who has been abusing you. I am a different person. Can you let people be who they are, and do you experience them? Are you even interested? Or is it that you have been overtaken and colonized by, I'm sorry that you were so abused, and you had a dead mother. There is the coin, the term coined, dead mother. These are women who, I say, okay, personally, they probably don't honor their bodies. They don't care for their orgasms. So the man is just there, wham, bam, blah, blah, using her as a dispensary. And the children growing up around that, they have questions about that. They're going to see it, and they're like, you know what, out of all the people to be, I don't want to be that person who's a fucking doormat over there. The dead woman who, quite simply, babes, and this is something that I don't say now, this is something she's choosing. No. It might be that she's can't find any other place to go. I often think about that. It's like, oh my God. Because it's not geared up for women to make enough money to, right? I mean, I don't want to get into this discrimination fact of that's happening and why and what's going on there. Somebody is fucking totally unconscious and I'm suspecting, babes, and this is terrible. I'm not a biased person. See, right now there's the non-binary. You're supposed to go non-binary. And I say, no, you don't live in denial. You go, yes, binary. You say, yeah, binary. There are two sides and they are operating as one. Look at me. I honor my masculine and my feminine side. There, now we're getting closer and closer to perfection, honey. Everything is perfect that has emerged out of the positive and negative charge. These two sides that seem so different, but they come together and they work perfectly. Nothing would be here without it, honey. The yin-yang. You don't say non-binary. You say, yeah, binary. Non? What is that? What does that do for your perception? Really? Except for drive you into honoring the satanic cult over there that says, you know what, this is easy. Wherever you are in the universe, just deny the truth exists at all. Somebody questions and it's right on, say, no, that's wrong. Do the opposite. That's why Christ said here in the satanic rule of what is the word or world or whatever it is you thought built it, being brainwashed, by the way, said do the opposite. Why? Because it's being ran by the fucking lawless and the universal. When they talk about lawless, babe, they're talking about universal law. Not the shit that keeps compounding details upon details that now you have fucking lost your way. You're being fully imprisoned, honey. Do we need a savior? Of course we do. Is it going to be just one person? No. We're all here now. And I'm not an isolated incident. With the T-square in the sky, fucking, you know what? Imagine a life where being a narcissist, where you just get up and go to work and you ignore this cosmic influencing that we're supposed to fucking move forward and it has everything to do with our human relationships. You do not hide yourself in the addiction of work. That's just an addiction. Masking itself as being more important than what? The other addiction over there that is the same escape from reality, the same escape from the work you need to do to conduct a healthy human relationship. What I'm saying is the truth. I'm going to put up some videos here. Sam Vaktin, worldwide renowned psychologist who is amazing. Even though, I mean, he's the first. He says he's a narcissist because, well, he was probably abused and he has some, you can see his stigmas. You can see it. And so he's not perfect. But he knows better. He says, no, everybody's a narcissist. There are healthy narcissists and unhealthy narcissists. What does narcissist mean? You see, narcissists don't even think this deep. They listen to a fucking story like the Bible, and the babble goes around and around and around. They don't even know it's a metaphor. Do you know what a metaphor is, you guys? Do you know what a metaphor is, honeys? You people that are carrying a story around and you fucking merely believe. What is that? What is that? Now, I just got a view of fucking, you have established your mind as weaponry. You are putting up a military fucking base, and you are saying we are not stopping from this, and yeah, we believe that's a sacrifice so that what may live. Huh? Who the hell are you? Excuse me, wait a minute. And what? What are you saying to me? Ah! Getting back to these lawless, just randomly operating entities that I think they're trapped here on this plane. And they mock everything. They know some secrets, you know, they're like, yeah, no, we know about forever life and blah, 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 but we can't get there. We're not doing it. We live in fear. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but you know what? There are people just like me that know how to move on. It's just, let's progress. Let's get better. You know, are we having an association and what kind of quality is it? And you see, the Neptune opposed my Venus, and I'm almost hating this video talking about Neptune, Venus, believe me. It's been a real task because of an opposition. It can go both ways. See, right now we have a Mars opposite Pluto that can go both ways. You will see a narcissist. Now, let's get back to the choices they make based in just their immaturity. They are used to falling back on their fears and trusting the routine that the mind has set up, which is stay safe. And that is not always the right choice. There is a time that something, if it's not your relationships, will ask you to step up and improve something and get better. This means to change. And with what I see with Mars squaring Pluto, there's an opening. You can go one way or the other. Well, narcissists will always not evolve. And getting back to the malignancy, who insists that they are righteous, operating by order of God, a lot of them will claim that too. They'll say the same things as an enlightened person, but it's like, no, you listen to it closely and it's like, oh no. You trust yourself, huh? Damaging other people's property and trampling all over their love life and just being completely blind. Basically, you are the fucking first ones to protect. This is what I wanted to get to. They will turn you into a narcissist, if not worse. Just, first you turn into their mothers, right? Saying, no! There's called the authoritarian narcissist, who not so much assumes the position of authority, but they need that authority figure there. They want somebody to whip them in line. That's what's going on with the criminal justice system over there. They have housing, and everybody's a narcissist there, and let them have it. There's a way you can protect yourself and say, actually, I'm going to take my right to remain reality, which is the right to remain sound. Like, on it, baby. Not a weak horse, but you're strong. You said, nah, I remain silent. Doesn't mean that you sit there like a dumb fuck. I imagine the discipline it would take to say, excuse me, I would rather have everything in writing and I need more time. And then you say, I'm going to take my right to remain silent, and this means I don't speak, right? No. It means you take your right to remain clean of the distortion of the mind. Start using your words in such a way where they'll start weighing it out, the justice system, and they'll say, yeah, you know, and like Luke Skywalker, that poor fucker. You can go into the Death Star and you can make all those people disrobe and the court adjourned. All you living dead people, and the slaves are freed because this is a fucking lie. No, they won't do that. Nope. They will do that for you. They will do that for you. You don't need to fear the so-called authorities out there, like narcissists do. And then they try and side up with them. Well, I'm authority too. And it's like, you're just dangerous, that's all. Talk about those details, endless lawless laws. Most of it is none of your fucking business unless you're willing to help out and make those changes with whatever fucking money you got to seal cracks up and blah, 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 and the blah, blah. Fucking climate change bullshit. They want you dead. And when you start, as a healthy human being is going to get frustrated. They're going to want to make corrections. They're going to want communication. And when you start getting frustrated and you're going to try and take control. You're going to say, wait a minute now, you're going to be scheduling. You're going to be like, so actually you better show up at this time and be this certain way. And they're going to say, you know what you are? You know what you are? You know, I'm tired of your abuse. You're a narcissist. And it's the truth. You're exhibiting narcissistic traits. But are you really as sick as they are? No. No. They don't. They would rather maintain a toxic relationship and cut your tongue out and render you dead rather than to have this step up, step up, step up. What was that? Hey, did I hear that? Excuse me, what did you say? And let's communicate, let's communicate. Babe, you can go to people's houses. And I'm 49 years old, nearly. Observing this is just, God, I have nothing to do with this. And you know what? Hang me on the cross if you want. You people don't get along. And it's not a good example for the children to be around. Fucking married couples. It's a phenomenon of like, okay, so you're stuck in the 40s too, huh? Just doing the awful hand-me-down of a traditional value that it's not working. We're being reduced down more and more into fucking what? Paper. Nothing can it get any worse? Oh, I should just be wearing goggles right now. You know what I'm thinking? I was thinking the other day, it's like, you know what? That would be ideal. If I can download my consciousness and one day somebody could fucking plug in, why not? What I mean is plug into my movie. Everything, right? I was thinking, oh my God, even the darkest corners that I will never tell anybody. Yeah, I'll just plug in. Those darkest corners that I've been through, babes, I can't do anything but empower myself with the brightest light, as I only am obligated to the higher-ups. When I ask for forgiveness, I am immediately showed a sign that says, you know what, you better fucking snap out of it because you did everything perfectly, even though it's hard to be left alone with those decisions. For me, it would be the decision to not have kids. But I'm just not here to do that. That was decided before. And that's a hard thing for me. I as just being human, being left alone. Like I imagine, well, if I would have had kids, I wouldn't be left alone, right? No, that's not the truth. That's what narcissists think. And I'm looking around at something and I'm saying, oh my God, don't you dare. It's a trap. Unless you know a clean escape route and you are just dancing to and fro. And you can make that sacrifice just like your idol buddy over there that all these narcissists are so sentimental over. Killing these fucking people who are just a little different. Who are more alive. Getting back to how that they turn you into just having narcissistic traits, and that's where they back you into that frustrating corner, just saying, well, you know, I'm tired of this abuse. And what's happening is that you're going to make a breakthrough. You want to get better. They can't, and they won't. And see, this is where I refuse to believe that with the Mars-Pluto, but it's like some of them, a lot of them, and you have to just say, okay, forget it. You leave them behind. You continue to act like a narcissist according to them and say, well, if you want to hook up with me, will you please do this and this and this and this and this? Otherwise, it's going to be complicating, isn't it? Who are you trying to fool now? Yourself. They live in self-deception. 80% includes, listen to them, man, they are fucking staunch. Oh, my traditional values, you know, I am a this and I am a that. Can you just be purely aware? There isn't anything more important or valuable than that. Nothing is worth stomping out your own fucking awareness, which includes paying attention to how you feel. The more you do that, the more you're going to understand somebody like me. Or Jesus.